For this video, we're going to do problem F4-19 on page F141. This particular problem uses the formats on pages F122 and 123. The problem requires doing a single-step format income statement and multi-step format income statement. The company had $75,985 in sales revenue during 2004. In addition to that, they rented out a small building and received $4,800 as rent. Now the costs of goods sold totaled $31,812. The first requirement is to prepare a 2004 income statement for the company using a single-step format. Once again, I put the format together using the information on F122 and 123. So let's enter the sales revenue, which has already been identified in the book as $75,985. We then fill in the rent revenue because in the single-step format, all the revenue goes up at the top and all the expenses go down below. The rent revenue is $4,800, which gives us total revenue of $80,785. Now next on a single-step format is expenses. The expenses are right here in your book on page 141. They're the cost of goods sold, $31,812, wages of $12,619, rent expense of $10,500, advertising of $4,265, utilities of $2,195, and interest expense of $996. The total expenses add up to $62,387. Then, of course, the net income, using the formula already there, is $18,398. That, in essence, is the single-step format. In a multi-step format, we calculate what's called gross margin. To do that, take the income and subtract the direct costs of actually generating the income. In most cases, that's strictly the cost of goods sold. That calculates the gross margin. From that, the operating expenses are subtracted, and then if there are other revenues or other expenses, they'll be added or subtracted to derive the net income. Sales revenue is again $75,985. Costs of goods sold is $31,812, and the formula tells us the gross margin is $44,173. Within the operating expenses, there are again wages of $12,619, rent expense of $10,500, advertising of $4,265, and utilities of $2,195. This totals the operating expenses in the multi-step format, which are then subtracted from the gross margin to get the operating income. Then any other revenue that is generated other than from sales is added. In this case, it's generated by rent for a building that's not being used for generating sales. Put that in. Other expense is then subtracted. In this case, it's interest expense. Interest expense is almost always other expense, and you'll notice in this type of a format it's put in with a minus. This leaves us with the net income of $18,398. That's the multi-step format.